Hello, everybody. This is Robert Hollis. I hope you're having a great day. And today's title is Be Excited About Change. Be excited about change. So we'll wait for a few people to get on here as soon as I see some comments or I get a thumbs up from my lovely wife, see if she's jumping on today, and we'll get started. This will be a little different from the video that I did just called change. You know, I always talk about change because it's very difficult for people. So, hello, my lovely wife. She's on here. Hi, Craig. How are you? Bill Shoemaker. Great to see you on here. And again, we'll go ahead and get started now. So, be excited about change. You know, it was really unique where people, just want things to not change. You know what? We see this all the time where there's people, I'm 60 now, and people just don't want things to change. On the other hand, what if I could double your income? Would you be okay with that change? And it's funny because not everybody would. There's people that said to me all my life, 35 years, they've said to me, hi, David, hi, Pat. They've said to me, oh my God, I don't want to be in your tax bracket because the amount of taxes that I would have to pay. What if I could get you a brand new custom home and the location that you want? Would you be okay with that change? I know that you love the cars that you have, but what if you could have another car? I just give you a new car. That's the car of your dreams. Would you be okay with that change? Hi, Nicholas. Hi, Pat. Hi, Hola. Hi, David. Thank you very much. And it's funny because, people, it's like that part of the rebellious part of us, right? Remember I talked on another video, and you guys have definitely got to look at this video. But I just talked about, if someone tells you how to do something, and it's like you're rebellious, it's like you would rather do things your way than do things the way that someone says that you should do them based on their results. Hi, Aaron. Always great to have you on here. So I'll give you some neat examples. I was talking to Josh Wagle today, the owner of My Daily Choice, and there's a lot of things that are changing in our new Web 2.0. Oh my God, just amazing changes. But here's some of the things. I don't know how to use those changes. So I figured out, me personally, I'm sure you did, but I guarantee if you took Aaron Parker, if you took Bill Shoemaker, you took my wife, anybody that's on here, if we went into the old back office of My Daily Choice and said, okay, Aaron, tell me how to find this. I need to find this person. I need to find out what they do. It is so amazing, and I know you guys already know this, but people figure out the way that they want to do it. Hi, Gwen. Hi, Dustin. And it's really amazing. So people go, well, listen, this is the way I go. I go to here, and then I do this and this. And people go, no. That's not the way I do it. I do it like this, and this. And so it's funny that not only do we learn, in fact, me and John Tier were just talking about this. Hi, John. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Jessica. And, it's wait a minute, the way it used to be. And I want to give you guys a quick story, a quick analogy that I think is just really funny. So, Terry always, gets a new Escalade, a new platinum Escalade every 2 to 3 years. And we just do that. It's part of the company lease. You got to learn that. The company pays for it all, pays for the maintenance, gas, everything. So, who cares? People go, I'd never buy a brand new expensive vehicle. Well, you're in the wrong tax bracket. That needs to change. If you hear people that are making a lot of money, buying a lot of things like, oh my God, does she need a new Rolls Royce? Does she need a new Bentley? Does she need a new boat? The way that it works in this world, especially in America, that if you don't buy things for your company, then you got to give it to the government. So it's not that I say that you don't pay the government. You have to pay the government. But why not buy things that could better your lifestyle, give away to charity? It'd be neat to be able to give away 44% of your income. And people go, I can't afford to do that. You would if you went to another bracket, learn to embrace a new tax bracket, okay? So with this all said, we went to order her new Escalade that we have now, and they had problems with the computer chips. So we always have been able to order a new one. So it was frustrating. It sort of upset us a little bit. What do you mean? What do you mean we can't order one? Well, we're having a little bit of problems with the computer chips. And because we don't have computer chips, they're not being moved on the assembly line. So we can't figure out when we're going to deliver it. Hi, Linda. Hi, Kai. Hi, Norma. I see Michael on here. Rhonda. And one of the things that's very unique is that all of a sudden my son, Matthew, I just love him. He's seen the door opening. He had already jumped out there and already had been driving a Tesla for years. And he said, Dad, Mom, you got to buy a Tesla. Let me send you my affiliate link and go check it out and go look at it. And there was a lot of changes in that way of doing things. First, when I clicked on the link and created an account, there was nobody to talk to. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but some of you use Amazon. Some of you use Facebook. I've never personally been able to talk to Jeff Bezos or Mark Zuckerberg. But it seems like little things are okay, right? So I'm in there figuring out how to order this Tesla, and there's no one to talk to. No one will talk to you. I even, while we were placing the order and we got approved for the vehicle, I even went on Twitter. I went on their Facebook page or Twitter page. I found out that the closest dealership to us was in Utah. I called that toll-free number. Nobody. And I'm not bragging here. I'm telling you how frustrating that it is to buy a $125,000 vehicle and you don't get to talk to anybody. You don't get to test drive. You don't get to look at it. You don't get to do nothing. And see, I can tell you that, I'm now 60. And me and John Tier were laughing a little bit because maybe this has a little bit to do with age as well. But it wasn't an easy transition for me. It's like, hey, if I was buying something small on Amazon, I don't need to talk to Jeff Bezos. See what I mean? If I got an account for free on Facebook and I'm using it now, with Facebook Live, I don't need to talk to Mark Zuckerberg. See, these are free things. These are inexpensive things. But all of a sudden, it seems like when you go up a couple of levels, I know people that buy homes unseen. I'm like, what? Okay, I'm not at that level yet, but I'm looking to be, right? And so moving up that bracket. So it's like all of a sudden, we decide to order it. Then all of a sudden, it just comes up on the website. It just said, hey, listen, here's your VIN number. Please reach out to your insurance company. Give them this VIN number. And once you get your insurance updated, please upload it to the website. And I'm going, now I'm getting insurance on a car that I've never seen, that I don't know if it's really being built. When are we going to get this car? And it's like, I understand. I want you guys to know more than anything that I say that, learn to love change. But in the change, while the things are happening, it's sometimes not fun. It's very hard to focus on being excited when you're a little confused or overwhelmed, or where is this, or this stuff used to be here and then it used to be here. And I wanted to share the story with the Tesla because I just think it's hilarious, right? Because all of a sudden, we get a text and we find out it's on its way. And we're going like, well, we still haven't talked to anybody from Tesla. The person that's delivering the vehicle is not working for Tesla. It's a company that Tesla hired to deliver the vehicle. So the new Tesla X comes on, I put a video up and they pull out. And as soon as the guy pulls the Tesla off the trailer, he says this to me because it's changed for him. And I said, wow. He said, listen, that car is so heavy that I normally can put 3 to 5 cars on this trailer. He said, I only could put 1 car on this trailer because of how heavy that Tesla X is with the battery. And I just went, wow, that's pretty interesting. And so he said, another thing I want to talk to you about. He says, on the dash, when you turn it on or you get in it, it's going to pop on the dash and it's going to say 285 miles. And he says, I got to look at you. And I swear to God, that when I picked this up, we pulled it right on the trailer and then I just pulled it off. We did not put 285 miles on it. So I don't know how that happened. And I went, wow, that's really interesting. Me and Terry's always made sort of neat little stories about, getting vehicles that we pulled off the showroom floor and they have a mile on them. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool to get a vehicle that has like a mile or 2 miles on it. And so I get in the vehicle and no keys, nothing in the door for a key, right? When you walk toward the vehicle, the door opens. When you get in the car, you step on the brake, the door closes. And there's a lot of things different. So the first thing you look at the car, and I seen the 285 miles, and I was going like, wow, that's sort of disappointing. You know what I mean? So, it's like, it's just disappointing. Why does it have 285 miles on it? And so, we're getting in the car and we're playing with the gull wing doors opening up and stuff like that. And then I already watched a couple of small videos and the car's on all the time. You can actually set the car to maintain a temperature inside the car. If you're in cold or hot weather, it just stays the temperature that you want in the car. And so it's always on. So, when you get in, you're either putting it in drive or reverse. And guess what? The new Teslas, the new Plaid, doesn't even have anything on the steering column. So the car knows that you pulled into a garage or you pulled into a parking spot. So when you step on the brake, it automatically knows that you should be backing up. It's like, wait a minute, you know what I mean? Stop doing the thinking for me. And I just wanted to share with you guys that all of a sudden when we watch the vehicles, the 285 miles that showed up on the dash is the number of miles left on that charge on the battery. The miles that the car has on it is in a whole different screen. And of course, that one was 1 mile. You know what I mean? But you got to learn this stuff. So I was even sharing with Josh that right now I go into, the enroller. There's a place for the enroller tree. I click on the enroller tree. It looks nothing like the old enroller tree. It has none of the options that the other back office had. And I'm like, I don't know how to find people in this back office. I don't know what to do. And I'm open enough, and listen closely, I'm open enough that when Josh shows me how to do it, the way he looks for people, the way he manages people, the way that he looks at his organization, I know when I learn the way that he uses that back office, that I'm going to go, no brainer, just like the Tesla. You know what I mean? I'm going to immediately go. And so to show you how things could be really, really, and John Tier and I was talking, and even Aaron and I have been going back and forth, when we look for things to be the same, then we're missing out on the stuff that could be better. So you get all these people, even in political, it's like, I don't want the world to change. I don't want the world to change. And they're grabbing on to the old and they're not happy with anything new. And so, I'll give you a neat example. So now Terry drives the Tesla everywhere. She says she freaking loves it. I love driving the Tesla. Everyone that I've let drive the Tesla just goes, oh my God, I'm going to get one. This is amazing. And then Terry and I decided that we're going to go to Vegas. So we decided, for the mastermind. And so what we decided to do is let's take the Escalade. The Escalade just sitting there. Let's just jump in the Escalade and take it. And I'm glad that we did because we got to try out the FFX. And so it was really, really cool. So then we were laughing because when we walked up to this 125,000 black on black Escalade Platinum, the doors don't open. You got to open up the door. See, now we're used to the old technology. I mean, no, we're used to the new technology. So now when you walk up to the vehicle, the door should open on its own. No, now we got to use our hand and open up the door. Then you get inside of it, you step on the brake, and the door doesn't shut itself. So now you're going, I got to, geez, they could at least figure out how to shut the door. And then you're driving it. Again, guess what? Now there's a button that you have to start the engine, and you got to physically put it in drive or reverse. But here's the funny thing. When you pull up someplace to get out to go eat, you pull it up and you stop, you put it in park, and you get out of the vehicle. And when you start getting out of the vehicle, you hear the vehicle still running. Why? Because you forgot to shut it off. It's a gasoline vehicle. You got to reach over and press the button and shut it off. And so I just wanted to share really quickly with every one of you is that if you embrace change and learn to love change and be excited about, you know what, I'm going to learn how to be efficient with this new back office. I'm going to learn to be really good at showing people how to use this really, really effectively. And, one of the things that I love on it is the ability to go on shopping cart, click on the FFX, and then after you click on the FFX, you can grab that and then go to website, click on replicated website, and then post that link in there and click copy, and it automatically takes the shopping link and it puts your referral link on the back of it so that when you send that out, people go directly to that page. They then can click on shopping cart, and then it either tells them to log in if they're already an affiliate with My Daily Choice or a customer, or to create a new account for free. And I want you guys to know that I'm going to learn the bare minimum of steps that it takes to get a person enrolled, to get a person to buy, to get a person to get a result, to get a person to get a check. Because when you can really get people to go 3 thoughts in their mind, they say, wow, if this makes sense, it makes dollars. This makes sense to me. Okay. Tell me what to do. And then you do this, this, and this. And they go, oh my God, that's simple. That's easy. I can do it. When you get people to say, wow, that's simple and easy, I can do it, that's called duplication. And when you get duplication to start happening in your organization, you can't stop making money. So you got to be careful on how many steps that you add, because confused people do nothing. Confused people do nothing. So I just wanted to share that story with you, that I'm also going through my learning. I'm excited to learn all the new things in the back of the new MDC office. And for those of you that just randomly came across this video, get with the person that invited you and do me a huge favor. Look at a new back office that's the best I've ever seen with any kind of business. The subscription model is the best I've ever seen. The affiliate model is the best I've ever seen. The matching checks are the best I've ever seen. And so you can create a free account with this company and actually be in a position to earn money and go all the way to the top position as a super affiliate. I believe that super affiliates average over $3 million a year. And you can learn to do this business and not cost you money as you're learning. All right? So get with the person. Gwen, thank you so much. I see on here Leonard, Craig, again, thank you for all your assistance. Nicholas, Randy, I hope I didn't miss anyone here. And again, for those of you, Linda, Rhonda, I love and appreciate each and every one of you. If no one's giving you permission to succeed, let me be the first. I believe in you. I know you can do it. And I will see you on the next video. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.